and welcome into, I think, probably on the go, because we're going to our yard, and everybody is concerned right now about landscaping, about your yard, and we are very fortunate to have with us Jason Walker. You are wonderful, and you have Pate Landscape, and everything you do is beautiful, so obviously you know all the right answers to our questions. It's winter, and we have just had 2 nights in a row a really bad freeze. That won't be the last, there'll be more to come. Please help us. How do we protect our plants properly when that happens?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, we love
always glad to come on here. One easy thing that we should have done in the fall is mulch. Just pine straw, pine bark, whatever mulch you have. That provides a little protection for the ground. And some things people don't think about in a freeze, that you want to make sure the roots are wet. So usually we're fine with rain, but if it's a dry spell, it helps to hold some of that warmth in there when you have moisture in the ground.
Wow.
If you we're usually wet enough, so it's usually not a big deal to apply water. But so sensitive plants, if you have, like, some people have a lemon tree. You ever seen somebody have a lemon tree?
Oh, yeah.
These are plants that don't belong here.
True.
A palm tree, a plumeria.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Hawaii and we came back with a plumeria. Well, they grow in Hawaii. They don't grow in Alabama so good.
I moved it to the patio.
Right. So if you have that in a container, move it indoors. If you're not able to move it indoors, you want to cover it. And so covering it with a sheet, like a bed sheet that you just get from the thrift store.
Okay.
Not plastic. You don't want to use plastic to cover your plants because it just sticks to the plants. So your normal plants that you have in front of your yard, your azaleas, your hydrangeas, your whatever, they're usually okay. They don't need covering.
Okay.
They're made for our environment, for our climate, and they're going to be fine. It's just these sensitive, fleshy things, like I said, the things that don't really belong here that you're trying to grow because you think it's pretty, and it is pretty, but those need extra protection.
Well, I've got ferns outside, and all of those were green, and now they're black.
Yes, I would take your ferns inside.
Okay.
Put it in the garage maybe, or just get it on. If you just put it on the ground, it stays warmer as well versus hanging in the air.
Okay, I didn't know that about watering.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
You want moisture in there. So that would be a good point there. If you have plants on a patio that don't get rainfall, you want to make sure they still stay moist during the wintertime.
If you have a place to move them, like on a patio, but that's still open, then do you still probably need to put some kind of cover? If you're going down to 22,
yeah, you need to put
more than one night.
Some kind of covering, and then during the day, most times we're going to warm up. You take that covering off during the day, because what you don't want to do is to make that plant too hot and to say, hey, I should start growing
with the sunshine.
Yeah, and put out tender growth that's going to get injured. So yeah,
let me ask you this: if you're looking at wintertime, then you don't want to be fertilizing, I would assume. What should I be doing there?
Well, you did that, and you should have done that in the fall. Your fall applications of fertilizer and pre-emergence that keep weeds from coming up in the spring. But yeah, there's really nothing to do now for us as far as fertilizer.
So when do we're learning how to protect those plants and to bring in, like, what you would call probably more tropical plants. What about our gardenia bushes? They've been out there for ages. Gardenias, camellias, all those things that are they okay?
They're okay.
Wow.
They're okay. It might get a little damage, but you're not going to kill the plant. Right? That's a plant for us in central Alabama.
Well, Jason, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and thank you for all the work that you do in all of the landscaping that you do that makes our world a prettier place. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll have you back next week to talk about general yard care. And thanks for being with us.